Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another tutorial video. For this one, the first thing I'm going to do is fix the code a little bit so it works in multiplayer. You only need to change the player.name before here around line 426 and line 441 to a host.name. So I think the next thing I'm gonna try to do is let the player customize the character when they join the battle. They can change the team and things. Okay, so I think I'll in the battle GUI right here. I'm just gonna enable it. Oh yeah, remember to disable the reset on spawn and enable ignore GUI instead for every GUI. So now in here I'm going to add another frame called team comp and let's make its size 100 like this, and then after that I'm gonna just gonna add some frame character 1 2 3 and fourth one. I'm just gonna add like some border for it so it's easier to see. And then let's make the size 0.50 and 180. Whoops. Let's move it a little bit. I'm gonna set the anchor point to 0.5. This one's okay, maybe this one is gonna be like 0.2 or something. This one is gonna be 4, 6 and 8. That looks fine. And now for the Y, it's not this one. There we go. I think I should make them a little bit bigger. 2 is a little bit too big though. Yeah, this one is fine. So for now, I think I'm just gonna add a new text label called character name. You should not name it and name the text label here name because it will get confused with the frame's name. And this is just gonna be the placeholder though, so I'm just gonna make it like this so we can see the character's name easier. And yeah, we should make a button too. Um, 0, whoops, there we go. For this one, I think I'm gonna make background transparency 1 and no text at all. Alright, now we have an invisible button on top of the character 1 right here. So now I think we'll change the name of this to just button, and let's paste that to every other characters. So yeah, I'm just gonna change this to dummy. This one is brick. Eh, eh, like that. So this one too. So I think when we click on these buttons right here, it will like show up a like screen for you to choose characters that you have. But for now, I won't touch the data part yet. I'm just gonna like, get every characters in here, and now I think I'm gonna add another frame. Before that, let's make this one probably just something like this. I don't know. I'm just gonna set the anchor point to 0.5 and 0 and position to 0.5. Wait, 5. There we go. I think I will make a screen to show all the characters down here for you to choose. So let's make the size 10.40 and then name it to just character select, and I'm gonna add UI grid layout. Let's also change the color of this point. It's probably like that. Alright, now I'm going to add a template button. Okay, so it doesn't look very great. To fix that, I'm going to add a new frame and put the UI grid layout in there, and I'm going to call this one holder, and let's make the anchor point 0.5 and 0.5. Position is gonna be also in the middle too, and let's make the size 0.9. Okay, I think we should increase the X a little bit, some more. I think that should work. No, it still doesn't fill up. Alright, 0.98. That should be good. And let's put all the template in here. Let's make the holder invisible. Yeah, as you can see, it looks fine. We can have up to like, I don't know how many characters. Oh yeah, I think the cell size, this one is like 0.4. I think 0.4 could be good. And then for the padding, 0.0 and 0.1, I suppose. 2. I think it should be 0.1, and then make the Y a little bit bigger. Oh, whoops, not 5, but probably 0.45. And for the X, I think I'm gonna feed like 10 characters on a row, so should be something like 0.09, 0.08, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10. And let's make the padding something like 0.01, I suppose. 0.02. Right, perhaps this is yeah, that should be good for now. So let's add a button inside here. Let's make its size only 0. And this is gonna be like it's a placeholder only, so character name. I'm gonna call it button, and this one is the name right here. Yes, the size is scaled. Background transparency 0. I think I'm gonna like turn off all the border here, so when I select something, it'll enable the border later. I'm just gonna use red so it's easier to see. Let's do that for all other ones too. Let's make the border 0. So now I think instead of, I'm gonna create another function called battle start for this. Host templar in, and then let's just copy all of this and move it in here. Okay, I'm gonna move the battle start event up before the battle start right here, and let's call battle starts host and player in. But before that, we'll have to enable the UI, and then for UI in pairs, UI get children do. If UI is a frame, then UI dot visible equals false, and then UI dot character holder visible equals to true. Oh no, I don't think it's character holder. It's team comp. For now, I'm gonna make the character select invisible. UI dot team comp dot character select dot visible equals to false. I think I'm gonna add something like UI dot team comp dot character one dot button dot activated connect to a function local current UI equals to UI dot team comp dot character one, and then UI dot team comp dot character select dot visible equals to true. Yeah, let's make the template here invisible. Then after that, for character in pairs replicate storage dot characters. Oops, not this one. Get children local new UI equals to ui.teamcomp.characterselect.holder, and this new UI, I'm gonna make it the parent equals to ui.teamcomp.characterselect.holder template and clone it. Alright, ui dot button dot text equals to character dot name. Alright, so I'm just gonna test what we have done so far. Anyways, we click on here. Oh yeah, I forgot to make the UI visible. UI dot visible equals to true. Here we go. As you can see, it shows all the characters here. Oh yeah, before that, for I UI in pairs UI dot teamcomp dot character select dot holder get children do if UI is a frame and UI dot name is different from templates, then UI destroy. And this new UI dot name is gonna be equals to character dot name too. Then for in the character one dot button dot activated here, I'm gonna do for I UI in pairs UI dot team call get children do if UI dot name is different from characters select and UI is a frame UI dot border size pixels equals to 0, and then current UI dot border size pixel is gonna be 5, and I'm also gonna change this one every I'm gonna paste for it for every all characters. Right, now let's test it. Uh, oh yeah, I forgot to change on the border color to red. Right, as you can see, it works perfectly fine. And then in here we're gonna do new UI dot button dot activated connect right to a function button. And for I UI in pairs UI dot team call get children through if UI is a frame and UI dot name is different from the letter select, then if UI dot border size pixel equals to 5, then UI dot return name dot text equals to letter dot name. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove this and do new UI dot name. Yeah, as you can see, it works perfectly fine. I can even do something like this. So I think what I want to do next is when you activate the after you activate the UI, then we'll do ui.teamcall.characterselect.visible equals to false. Right. I think I'm gonna add another for loop here for UI. For I UI in pairs ui.teamcall.characterselect.order get children do if UI dot name equals to the UI dot character name dot text, Then before that, if UI dot name is different from template and UI is a frame, and after that I'm just gonna write UI dot background just background color. No, but I think it should be background transparency equals to 0.5, and else UI dot background transparency equals to 0. Yeah, UI dot interactable equals to false, and else it's gonna be true. Let's also copy and paste that to other button activate it around here too, and let's see. Right, so as you can see, I cannot interact with this one right here because the character is already selected. So this is another problem. No worries though, it could be easily fixed by adding another button here, make it placeholder, and then background transparency to 1, size 10, and 10. I forgot to delete the okay, that creates a new problem where you cannot click. Alright, I think by fixing that, let's just make the z index here to 2. Right, as you can see, I cannot click the ones behind, and I can still, there we go, it works perfectly fine. Oh yeah, let's also add a new button called start button. I'm just gonna make it visible again, and I'll probably add another text button in the team comp called start. Text scaled with probably the color green like this. That's it for now. This is just like the placeholder to 0.2. Whoops, that's a little bit too big. Something like this should be fine. Anchor point 2.5, 0.5, 0.0, no, 0.85. That should do it. So I think we should change the the index to like 0, so it doesn't overlap with the placeholder thing like this. I think I'm gonna add another text label in here, and I'm gonna name it counts for text scaled. I think this one should also be 1010. Let's whoops, not this one. The text color to white, make the background transparency to 1, and then let's move it down a little bit. 5, no, yeah, move it up by 1. Okay, so now I think that after that we're gonna add another button, none equals to gui.teamcomp.character select folder template and clone it. Let's just do the same thing. But instead, I'm gonna do something like that, and the name is gonna be none, and here too, again, none dot layout order is gonna be 0, so it's always at first. Okay, I think I forgot something. Ah, yes, I forgot this one. and I should put I think we'll add another value called local non characters equal to 0, and then for I'm gonna move the local non character up here, and then if UI dot character name dot text is different from is equals to none, then non character plus 1. If UI dot name equals to none, then if non character equals to 3, then we'll do this. Else if UI name equals to text, then we could do R, and then we can just do else UI and true and 0. I think this will make like we cannot have more than none among the 3 nuns. Yeah, we can only have 3 empty slots. Now I'm going to go into the events folder and duplicate create another remote event called character whoops, character change, and do this character change in here, and paste that in the zone scripts. And I think it should not be in the zone scripts. Perhaps it should be in the battle server. Character change on server event connect function layer in battle and host. And I think I'm going to cut all of these parts and paste it right in here. That goes the same to this one in here too. Instead of players table, I'm gonna do in battle. Let's remove that. Default folder equals to game.workspace.firstchild host.name battle. Alright, so I think that in here I should add another text label. Let's make it 10 and 0.10, I suppose. Get 15 should look a little bit better, and minus 0.15, make the background transparency to 0. This color probably white, back text size something like 50, bold, and let's just write play run in here. Yeah, I think I should still put this in the update count right here. Oh, not this one. Table dot insert players table in battle, and right after this I think local player count equals to 0 no 1 for player if player in hashtag player in equals to 1, then for UI in pairs UI dot team comp dot get children to if UI dot name is different from characters select, and UI is a frame, then UI dot player dot text equals to p1. I think I'm gonna add a an integer value here and name it to owner. Then UI dot owner dot value equals to player dot user ID, else if hashtag player in equals to 2, then if player count equals to 1, then equals to character 1, or UI dot name equals to character 2, then host dot user ID, else, oh yeah, and then player count plus 1, or I player in do this. Oops. And great. Now I think we don't. I think we're not gonna need the player count anymore. If I equals to 1, else we're just gonna do pretty much the same thing. No, not character 2, but 3 and 4. Player 2, not host dot user ID anymore, but just player. Right. So now test with let's test it with 2 players. Alright. Now let's move the character close. Okay, there we go. Oh yes, I think it isn't host dot user ID but only host. I'm just gonna do player for the ease. Alright. Let's just move the character close to the battle starts. And put some here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Now we can do something so other people cannot interact with the other players' character loadouts. I think the team composition. If player dot user ID equals to not there. If player dot user ID dot equals to GUI dot owner dot value, then I'm gonna copy of this and paste it in here. That goes the same to pretty much every other ones. Oh yeah, and I think I forgot to include the non-character in other ones too. Yeah, for it to be easier, I'm just gonna copy of this and paste it here, also here and here. That should probably be fine. I'm just gonna test it again. Okay, I go to the character here and another one. First, as you can see, I gotta interact with other people's team characters, but I can click on my own. That goes the same for the second layer too. There we go. And none. This will probably turn you into a spectator or something. I think we should make it that if we click on anywhere around here, it'll close it'll close this one. Let's make another button. This one is gonna be called close. Let's just select. The size is of course gonna be full screen. The index is -1, background transparency 1, and no text, and then UI dot incom dot close character select dot activated connect to a function, and then we'll UI dot incom dot character select dot visible equals false. That's probably it for the close. Yeah, there, as you can see. Oh yeah, I think I should make the outline go. I should turn off the outline thingy too. Okay, as you can see, it works perfectly fine now. Right, I think I'm just gonna paste the else if. This one is going else if player in equals to 3, then else if I equals to 2, then they'll only get the character 3. Copy this and paste it here. Only get the character 4. And the same thing goes to the number of player equals to 4. I'm gonna remove it here, change this one to 2, this one to 3, and copy and paste it down here. Oh yeah, one thing that I forgot. There we go. Now I'm going to test the game with 4 players. Let me just make the screen. Okay, I'm gonna move the players close to here. Gosh, I can already hear my laptop's fan spinning like crazy. Jeez. Yeah, ignore this part. I didn't add like the max player count. Right, as you can see, there are like 4 players here, and you can click on and you can only click on yours. Alright, so now I think I will add like a vote starts. I think I'm going to add another event called voting. Oh wait, voting. Let's do the usual stuff. The usual stuff. Votes. Then after that, UI dot incom dot start dot activated connect function vote event fire server. Then in here UI.tcom dot start dot count dot text equals to 0. So 0 out of hashtag player in. I'm gonna copy this one and put it somewhere up here. There we go. And then in here I'm gonna put in battle. Oh yeah, I forgot to record a little bit, but I added this line right here and this one here too. So you should add those two. So the next thing I'm gonna do is add vote event dot on server event connect to a function. This one is gonna have the parameter player and in battle. I think we should also add host in here too. Host. I think I'll need to check if we updated the host here. No. Host equals to st, and in here we're gonna create a new table. Vote table equals to an empty table. If not, vote table host, Then we'll do put table host equals to an empty table, and then table inserts both table. I'm not gonna do table inserts dot layer dot user ID equals to 1. Else if both table host, then both table host layer dot user ID equals to 1. Then local player voted equals to 0 for I player in both table host. To if player equals to 1, then player voted plus 1. If player voted equals to hashtag in battle, then vote event no for I player in pairs in battle. Do if uh, local uh, we're just gonna vote event fire client layers get layer from by user ID layer, and I'm gonna do the parameters later. Alright, let's test if it works right now. Oh, whoops, not like this. Alright, now let's move the characters to the about start thing. Alright, so now I'm gonna try to press the start button. Does it print anything on the server? Yes. Now it starts. Another one and another one. Okay, so it works, and I think right after we vote, we're gonna send this. Oh, whoops. I think I'm gonna move this outside here, and then vote event, on client event, connect to a function. I think we're gonna also send the player voted and in battle. No, I don't think we're gonna need the in battle one though. So let's just remove that. After that, we're gonna update the UI. Dot teamcomp dot start dot count dot text equals to player voted uh, over hashtag in battle. I should update whenever we click. Right, it's 0 of 1 now. Oh, whoops. Oh, so I think I found the problem here. Uh, I accident I accidentally put the player voted in the wrong part. It should be outside of these brackets. It should be around here. Alright, so now let's test to see if there's anything wrong again. As you can see, it updated the this one to 1. Oh, on like this. Up, updates. No, starts. Let's put this up here. Start event. Start, and let's copy that to the server too. And then in here we're gonna do start event. No, let's copy this one, and then start event. Icons. Player voted. Now instead of player voted, we are gonna be using where do I put, there we go. Let's cut this, and then start event, on client event, connect to a function, and this one, which is the and player in. But before the battle starts, okay, so I don't think I'm gonna put this into character change, probably in here, but I'm gonna create a new function so it's easier to see. Character function, character create, probably player in battle host, and paste all this in. Okay, so the player isn't necessary, and I'm gonna call that function here, character create in battle and host, right? So probably in here, then I'm gonna do call the character change file server UI dot name and new UI dot name, and in the battle server in here we have a UI name and character name. Oh yeah, I think we gotta also send the in battle for row here. I player in pairs in battle do character change fire clients players get player by user ID player, and let's send the UI name and character name in here. Character change dot on client event connect to a function. This one will have the UI name and character name here. Local UI equals to UI dot team comp fundraise child UI name, then UI dot character name text will equals to character name. Right, so let's test it with 4 players. Okay, now I'm gonna move all the characters here, just like usual. The final one. Let's wait for the battle start to start. Okay, I do hope this works. So currently in every screen here, it's showing that it's a virtual in the third slot. So I will try to change it to dummy. And yes, it updated on everyone here. Now, now for the other one. Okay, so this is the fourth slot. Let's try to click virtual. Okay, it updated on everyone here too. This is the server, so it won't update here. And now I'll click start, and yes, it shows up in every one here that it's 1 out of 4. Now it's 2 out of 4, 3, and no, this is not the fourth screen. I'm getting confused. Okay, here, there we go. So I think we only need to hide the at least now we need to hide this one. Wait, let me try to do starting by this is player 3, right? Let's disable the team comp GUI right here, and okay, so the battle didn't start. The character did create. So now I'll do that. So now I'll move the character. So I moved the character create inside of here to here. No, I think I'll move it up here first. Whoops, there. Okay. And now I'll try it with one player first. Wait, we should probably print something when the battle starts, so it's easier to see if this one actually works. Okay, now I'm gonna try to press the start button. There's a new string, huh? Okay, so I think I see the problem here. I just need to remove the dot name here. Oh yeah, and one thing I'm gonna do is remove this line. Yeah, I'm gonna remove that line and this line right here too. And let's print the folder. And in here, I'm gonna remove two prints right here. See the output, the battle. Okay, so it probably works right now, but I cannot see anything because the UI is blocking the way. So when the battle starts, we'll do. We don't need this line. Or UI in pairs GUI. It shouldn't do if UI is a frame and UI dot name is different from team team comp. Then and UI dot name is different from alt whoops alt button. Then UI dot visible equals to true, else UI dot visible equals to false. If UI is a frame, then yeah, that'll do it. Now let's test it out. Now I'm gonna press start. As you can see, we got it right here. I'm gonna test it with one player first. Now I'm gonna change this grip to dummy and another dummy and another dummy. Okay, for some reason it's still doing like this. But yeah, I haven't changed the character create script yet. Okay, so in here, and I'll probably create another event called get character get character like this, and paste it on the client too. And then right here we're going to get character fire for client layers find first child host. Actually, I think this calls for a remote function instead of a remote event. Alright, so this calls. I'm gonna remove the get character here and create a new folder called functions. And let's create a remote function in here named get character. At the top here, instead of getting the events folder, function folder functions, and right after that, instead of events folder, we'll do functions folder, and let's copy that to the clients to that, and this one too. Where did I put the events folder? Okay, it's here. In here, instead of get character, I'm gonna invoke client. Instead of on client event, it's gonna be on client invoke. And I don't think we'll be needing the weights here. What are the parameters? Hosts? No, oh, we don't have the parameters here. Anyways, local character table equals to a table, an empty table. Then for I equals 1, the end is going to be 4, do local UI equals to UI dot team comp minus child character space and I, and then character table dot no table dot inserts character table UI dot character name dot text, and then we'll return the character table. Just to be safe, I'm gonna do it the other way, which is for I UI. I'm gonna UI in camp, and then in pairs UI dot team comp get children do if UI dot name different from characters select, and UI is a frame. Then we'll do this. Yeah, I don't think we need to do the local UI anymore. I'm gonna do iPairs instead. Local name split equals to string dot split UI dot name space, and then local num equals to number name split the second one, and then position is gonna be num. And just to make sure, I'm gonna print the table out. Oh, print character table. There we go. I think I forgot to remove this one. There we go. Alright, so I think I've found what's wrong here. I just need to remove the connect here and change it to equals to this function. And perhaps now it should work. Alright, so currently it's now like this. Let's click start. Alright, perfect. We got the table, and now let's try to print the table in here. Alright, cool. And we're going to do the team comp too. I think we're gonna need the in battle though hosts and team comp. And now I'm gonna add another event called, and I'm just gonna remove all of this, probably not needed. Yeah, I think they're needed right now. For I character in pairs team comp do, I'm gonna do I pairs instead of pairs. Local character local is character model equals to the game replicate storage dot characters. Right now in the on player added, I don't think we're gonna need the team comp folder anymore. Let's just remove that. Not replicate storage, but also in the get character on client invoke here. I think instead of doing this, instead of table insert like this, I'm gonna make the character table the number equals to the table, the name of the character equals to UI dot character name dot text, and the owner. Yeah, remember to add an a semicolon equals to UI dot owner dot value. And on the battle server here, local character model is gonna be equals to, no, let's do local player first, equals to players, get player by user ID character dot owner, and the character model is gonna be equals to player dot own it, owned. Okay, it's only owned. Fine. First child character dot name, and float character model dot config dot slot dot value equals to I character model dot parent equals to folder dot ally. Okay, so let's try if it works right now. Okay, 12, it's here. Ah, yes, so I think we are gonna need this. So let's try it again. Alright, so I think I'm gonna try to change all the characters to rig to test, and it worked. Yay. But wait, I think I forgot to enable the button for some reason. Oh yes, I also forgot another thing. Character model dot owner dot value equals to dot config dot owner dot value equals to character dot owner. That's probably why it didn't work. Right, so let's change all the characters to like this. And nice. Now I'm going to test it with 4 players. Alright. I'm going to move all the characters to over here. This one and this one. Let's see. So this is player 1. I'm gonna do virtual. This is player 3, I guess. Dummy. This is player 4. Let's do rig, and player 2 virtual. 1 vote start, 2, 3, and the 4th one. Alright, so the battle started. Okay. So what I'm using here is only the player 3 here has the characters button thing to attack. And now the player 2. Okay, so now it's this player, and now this one. So that's it for today's video. It's a quite long episode since there are a lot of things to cover. But anyways, see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.